Hello students, I am Priyanka Chaudhary from RBNB College, Srirampur. We are going to study here 11th Science Physics chapter number 2 Mathematical Methods. So in last lectures we have studied the basic about the mathematical methods, scalars, vectors, then the types of vectors. Along with types of vectors, we have studied the different vector operations such as addition and subtraction of vectors, then triangle law of vector addition, and today we are going to study about the law of parallelogram of vectors. So this law of parallelogram of vectors is the geometrical method of the vector addition. Now this law states that if the two vectors, so first we will study its statement. So if two vectors of the same type originating from the same point are represented in magnitude and direction by the adjacent sides of a parallelogram then their resultant vector is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of parallelogram. By the diagonal of parallelogram starting from the same point. So this is the law of parallelogram of vectors. So what is the statement of this law? If two vectors of the same type, that means vectors should be of the same type, originating, that means they are starting from the same point, that is the tails of the vectors are meet at the same point, are represented in magnitude and direction by the adjacent sides of parallelogram, then their resultant vector is represented in magnitude and direction by the diagonal of parallelogram starting from the same point. So this is the statement of law of parallelogram. Now by using this statement we can draw the diagram for law of parallelogram. So now consider two vectors. So this is the first vector. This is the second vector. Then we can complete the parallelogram. So this is our parallelogram. Now first vector is supposed OA as vector P bar. Second vector is OB as vector Q bar. Then these two vectors are originating from point O. They are represented by the adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Then the diagonal of this parallelogram is OC. Diagonal is OC. So this OC gives us the resultant vector R bar, which is equal to P bar plus Q bar. So this angle is theta. Then this is alpha and this is beta. Now we can drop a perpendicular from point C on this vector P bar. So here we will drop a perpendicular. So this CD is a perpendicular on this vector OA or P bar. So this angle is also a theta and this is a right angle triangle. Now by considering this is a geometrical method, we can find the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector R bar. So for that, let us consider the right angle triangle ODC. So in right angle triangle, ODC, by using the Pythagoras theorem, here we can write by using Pythagoras theorem OC square is equal to OD square plus DC square. So OC square equal to OD square plus DC square. Now if we see this diagram carefully, this OD can be written as OA plus AD. So we can write here instead of OD, OA plus AD bracket square plus DC square. Now, by using the formula a plus b bracket square, we can write here so we have this equation OC square equal to OA square plus 2OA into AD plus AD square plus DC square. Now again, in right angle triangle ADC, we have again by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can write here AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. So we have AC square equal to AD square plus DC square. So now in this equation, instead of AD square plus DC square, we can write AC square. So we can simplify this equation. So here we will substitute AC square. So this equation can be written as, so we can write this equation as OC square equal to OA square plus 2OA into AD plus AC square. So now again we have to simplify the equation. So to simplify this equation, we will use the concept of trigonometry, that is, we are going to find here in triangle ADC, this theta is the angle. So from this triangle, we will find the value of cos theta. So in triangle ADC, cos theta equal to AD upon AC. Cos theta is equal to AD divided by AC. So from this we have AD is equal to AC cos theta. So now we can substitute this value in the same equation. Then we can write the equation as OC square equal to OA square plus 2 OA into AC cos theta plus AC square. Now by using this figure, we can write OA bar is P bar. So here we have OA bar is P bar, then OB bar is equal to AC bar, which is Q bar. Similarly, OC, that is OC bar is R bar. So now by using these values in this equation, we can simplify the equation as so now we can use this value here. So instead of AC, we can substitute R. So R square is equal to, instead of OA, we have P bar. So R square equal to P square plus 2PQ cos theta plus Q square. So we have the resultant magnitude, that is R, is equal to under root P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. So this equation gives us the value of resultant magnitude, that is magnitude of resultant vector R bar. So now we have the formula to find the resultant magnitude. Now we have to find the direction of the resultant vector. So to find the direction of resultant vector from this figure, we will find the value of this alpha as well as beta. So from figure, first we will find tan alpha. So tan alpha is given by DC upon OD. So tan alpha equal to DC upon OD. So this OD can be written as OA plus AD. So which is equal to DC upon OA plus AD. So now we have values of OA, AD and DC. So here we can use the formula of sin theta. So in triangle ADC, sin theta equal to DC upon AC. So here we have DC is equal to AC sin of theta. So AC is Q bar. So we have DC is equal to Q sin theta. Similarly, we have find out the value of AD. So that is AD is AC cos theta. So AD is Q cos theta. So now by substituting these values in this equation of tan alpha, we can find the direction of the vector. So now we will substitute here the values. Then we have tan alpha equal to DC is nothing but Q sin theta divided by OA is P bar plus AD is Q cos theta. So now tan alpha is equal to Q sin theta upon P bar plus Q cos theta. So from this we can find alpha equal to tan inverse Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. Similarly, we can find the value of beta as beta is equal to tan inverse P sin theta divided by Q plus P cos theta. So this alpha and beta gives us the direction of the resultant vector r bar. So we can find by using this formula the magnitude as well as direction of the resultant vector by using the law of parallelogram of two vectors. So this is about the law of parallelogram of vectors. Then the next point that we are going to study is resolution of vectors.